Sometimes when it rains. Sometimes when it rains, I smile to myself and think of times as a child I would sit by myself and wonder why people need clothes. They get wet anyway. Birthday suits were the norm before civilization had commercialized globally. Yes, sometimes when it rains, I smile to myself. Sometimes when it rains, I think of times when I would run into the rain, shouting, "When will I grow? I will grow up tomorrow." The adult world needs to hear me. Laws and regulations also affect me. Sometimes when it rains, that's when reality pays. Sometimes when it rains, I think of times when I watched boats running so fast from the rain to shelter the expensive coats, while sheep seem to enjoy it, modeling on the walkway lane. Oh yeah, sometimes when it rains, I think of those times. Sometimes when it rains, I think of times when we had to undress without a single careful look, carrying the small bundles of uniforms and books on our heads and cross the river after school. Sometimes when it rains, I think of those carefree times. Sometimes when it rains, I remember times when it would rain hard for hours and fill our drums, so we didn't have to fetch water from the river for a day or two. Ah yes, sometimes when it rains, I remember the past times. Sometimes when it rains for many hours without break, I think of people who have nowhere to go, no home of their own, and no food to eat. Only rainwater to drink, as they spend nights on cold doorways. Sometimes it rains, sometimes when it rains for a long time, I think of people. Sometimes when it rains for days without break, I think of mothers who give birth in squatter camps, under plastic shelters, at the mercy of cold, angry winds. For the ambulance, there is no way in, there is no way out. Sometimes when it rains for many, many days, I think of mothers. Sometimes when it rains, I think of illegal job seekers in big cities, dodging police vans in the rain, hoping for darkness to calm so they can find some wet corner to hide in. Small rest in the grave, boy short running with hope in his pockets, swollen stomach full of hungry air. Sometimes when it rains, I think of illegal job seekers. Sometimes when it rains so hard, hail joins in as if collaborating with the rain in a beautiful musical piece. I think of life prisoners in all the jails of the world and wonder if they still love to see the rainbow at the end of the rain. Yes, sometimes when it rains, I think of life prisoners. Sometimes when it rains, with the hailstones eating the grass, I cannot help thinking they look like teeth.